Let's continue with the topic limitations of joint stock company. So the fifth limitation in case of joint stock company is delay in decision making. Now there is delay in decision making because of the structure, organizational structure of the company. In an organization, there is a CEO at the top, and underneath the CEO there is the board of directors, and these board of directors are then followed by the top management, then followed by the middle management, and then the lower management. So supposingly that there is an some problem at the lower level, the problem has to be first communicated to the middle level management, then middle level communicates to the top level, the top level management communicates to the board of directors, and then the board of directors, they will take a decision and it will be communicated once again through the same level of hierarchy. So the decision making becomes too complex. Also, at times there are certain matters or issues for which you need to take the consent from the shareholders also. So it is quite possible that the shareholders do not give their own consent for the particular matter. So decision making again gets hampered. The next limitation that we have is oligarchic management. So oligarchy, the literal meaning is rule by a few. So if we talk about the theory, the Companies Act, it says like company is a democratic institution, that is an organization of the people, by the people, for the people. So board of directors are only the representatives of the shareholders. The board of directors are going to take decisions keeping in mind the interest of the investor, that is the shareholder. But does this actually happen? No, my dear children. In practice, since the organizations are working on a very large scale and there are multitude of shareholders, बहुत सारे shareholders होते हैं, and the amount of shareholdings that they have is really small. So these shareholders actually hardly bother to participate in the decision making process. Now let's take an example here. Supposingly I have invested rupees 5,000 in Reliance Industries. I have purchased shares of Reliance Industries worth rupees 5,000. रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज़ एक एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग होल्ड कर रही है, जिसके लिए उसने मुझे इन्विटेशन दिया है दैट बीइंग अ शेयर होल्डर, वर्दी शेयर होल्डर, प्लीज़ कम एंड अटेंड द annual general meeting. So in this meeting we are going to discuss some important points and several issues. So as a shareholder, it's my responsibility to go there, but when I calculated the cost, since the meeting was in Mumbai, so by air the to and fro cost was around 8,000. 2 day stay would add up further to rupees 10 to 12,000. So roughly 20,000 gets my cost just for attending an annual general meeting. Why should I go? So this is not just my plight. So this is the plight of the shareholders, those who have invested in the company. So they do not bother to attend the annual general meetings. Hence, the decisions ultimately are taken by the board of directors. So they get considerable amount of freedom in exercising their powers. At times, it might happen that the shareholder is not happy with the decisions taken by the board of directors, but then he has no choice because he did not exercise his right of voting by attending the annual general meeting. So what happens is, if the shareholders are dissatisfied, they ultimately sell the shares of the company and leave the organization. So this is called oligarchic management. Children, this oligarchic management is very important from the paper's point of view also. It could come as a separate note. So the last limitation in case of a joint stock company is conflict of interest. Now there is a conflict of interest between the management and the shareholders and the various stakeholders or the people of interest in the organization. For example, the shareholder who has invested money in the company, he says that I want good returns on my shares. मुझे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रिटर्न चाहिए अपने शेयर्स पे. Secondly, I want that the value of my shares in the market should actually rise. वो rise कब करेगी? जब आप कंपनीज एज अ कंपनी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट या डिविडेंड शेयर होल्डर्स को डिक्लेयर करते हो, तो एक गुडविल बन जाती है. जब गुडविल बनती है तो शेयर प्राइस ऑटोमेटिकली बढ़ जाता है. बट एट द सेम टाइम देर इज़ अ कंज्यूमर जो कहता है कि मुझे अच्छी क्वालिटी का प्रोडक्ट चाहिए बट एट अ लोअर प्राइस. सो एज अ कंपनी आप इतने बड़े स्केल पे काम कर रहे हो, यू कैन ऑलवेज कट डाउन ऑन कॉस्ट. सो ही एक्सपेक्ट्स गुड क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट एट लोअर प्राइस. नाउ लोअर प्राइस मीन्स लोअरिंग द profit of the shareholders also. Then there are stakeholders. The stakeholders are the people, who have given loans to the company, the creditors of the company. They say that from time to time our liabilities should be disbursed. टाइम टू टाइम हमें इंटरेस्ट मिलता रहे, टाइम टू टाइम हमारा जब ड्यू डेट हो हमें हमारा पैसा वापस मिल जाए. सो अगेन हियर द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द शेयर होल्डर्स इज इफेक्टेड. सो कंपनी के लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है टू क्रिएट अ बैलेंस between the demands of the various stakeholders. It becomes a challenge. It is a big problem with the company to satisfy all the people of different interest groups in the company. So with this we come to the end of the limitations of a joint stock company. So children, we have covered so far the merits, the demerits, and we also talked about the features in details. Please go through the text, and for any queries you can contact me.